Well, welcome back to the Pecan Hill Farms. It's been a while. Yes, it's been a while, and I apologize for that, but I've been working on the old rehab house, and it's kind of got the best of me. But you can tell today we're putting in a new driveway. Yeah, I remember that old driveway was so old and ugly that it had to be done, so we're getting it. They said they'll be done in 2 or 3 hours, so we'll see. It's going to be an asphalt driveway, but it should work. So that's a good deal. I can't wait till that gets done. Actually drive in to your garage like everybody else. That'll be fantastic. Let's go around the back. I'll show you some things here at the house. Well, here's our deck. I don't know if you've seen it. I had it on in my last video or not, but here it is. It's done. Me and my deacon friend, Big Al, we came over and he screwed the nails. I put the boards in, he screwed the nails. Anyway, we have a deck. Looks fantastic. Let's go in the house. Still terrible out here in the garage. My work area. Well, we're getting there. Here's the wall. Turn on the lights here. There we go. Here we are. Well, what do you think? We painted the brick. Put that tile up around the fireplace. This mantle here looks a little different than most mantles, but I made it out of a footboard of an old bed. I had an old footboard in my pile of scrap wood, and so I got it out and made a mantle out of it. Yeah, it's different, but I think with this modern feature here of the house, it works. There's our beams. Remember, we used to have the brown beam. We wrapped them. I wrapped that beam with this cedar that we stained with this gray stain. So that's looking pretty good. There's a light fixture here that we replaced the ceiling fan. Some of it's missing. Part of it goes right there. But we decided not to put that in until we're done. That way we don't have to keep cleaning it, dusting it. But we got blinds up. Got that light fixture in there. This room is just ready. We're just pretty close to getting some flooring in. Y'all have probably seen this in other videos. Got most of our doors in. Got that changed back, painted that white, stripped that down and painted it white. So it doesn't look too bad. Still haven't done much with the kitchen yet. This room here, I think, is pretty well done. Got the closet doors in. We painted, kept the stuff in the closet and just repainted it. Blinds. I've got one little repair down I have to do on that vent. That's where my little blue tape is to remind me. But this room is pretty well done. Let's go down to the next bedroom. Let me get through the stuff. We'll stop here in the bathroom. Tub's in. The hardy board's up. Got to do a little bit of green guard or red guard or whatever on that to make that waterproof. Got a new light fixture in. Got repainted this cover here and put in a new vent. Just put the door in just a second ago. Still got to trim this one out, but it's looking better. Now let me step over this stuff I got here in the way and go into this bedroom, which is just, I think, about done too. Waiting on blinds that I had to order, and my first barn door. What do y'all think? Took a slab door. There we go, the old barn door. It opens. It closes. here we go. So hopefully I've got the track that's coming. Probably tomorrow I put down there to keep it rolling easy. But that's done. So this room is pretty well done. Oh, you know, door handle's on. It's just about a check off. Let's go into the bedroom. Here we go. With the light on, and here we've got our 2 barn doors. Okay, one to the master closet, one to the bathroom. The bathroom hasn't been really done. We got the light fixture in. The plumber came in and set me up with the plumbing, but I still got to get this done. I've got to build my floor pan, and so there's still work to be done here. But so this may be one of the last things that gets done. And here's the master closet. Let me go into it here. Not much to see. I haven't got the racks for the clothes yet, but I did get that installed. I went down to Habitat for Humanity, and they had these shelves, but without this face frame. So I built a face frame, was going to set it in the closet, but then this little niche was there. My wife said, why don't you see if you can put it in there? So we did, and it fit just perfect. So that's in. That's a nice place there to put their stuff. Got all this stuff ready to go for the washer dryer I have in the garage for it. I did put the flooring down in here, so you can see that. And then, well, of course, we've got the carpet in all the bedrooms too. So this room, except for this bathroom, is just about done. Okay, we're getting there. Now we're just, like I said, waiting on the floor. I've got to put a door there. The kitchen, we've got some work to do in this kitchen. You know, quite a bit of work left in the kitchen here. But this probably won't be the last thing we do. But we're getting there. So outside, we got this driveway going in. We've got, so you got to still put up some gutters, got to paint on the outside. Got some repair work to do here. Now that's going to be probably going to have that done only because of the time involved. Also, we tore down the wall. There used to be a wall around the front of this place. As you can tell, we tore that down. My son-in-law Ty came over here, jumped on my tractor, and he took care of the wall. We got a little cleanup to go here, but it's done. You can actually see the front of the house now. So things are moving, and hopefully a couple months. Who knows? It'll be done. I hope so. But it's been a long job. Some frustration. Hurt my back, which set me back a little bit. My sheetrock man took a month. That set me back. But we're on our way, and so I'll step over in the garden and see what's going on over there. Well, let's take a look at the garden. Now, I've been spent most of my time working on that house, so I really hadn't had much of a chance. I've been too tired to go out there and mess with the garden probably for 2 months. But anyway, we'll go out and see how it's doing. Here in front of the house, everything's doing pretty good. We've had some rain, some unusual rains in the last month, and that's really helped out everything. The okra is Oh, it's taller than me now, so it's about 7 feet tall, and they just keep producing. It's quite a plant if you can come up with different ways to eat okra and enjoy it, man. It'll feed you all summer. So it's doing good. The beautyberry here in this corner is doing good. It's put out its little purple berries. The native beautyberry that we had up in East Texas when we lived up there, its foliage wasn't as nice, but it did have a lot bigger purple berries on it. This is I guess a hybrid variety, and it has better foliage, but the berries aren't quite as big, but it fills that corner up pretty good. The society garlic is doing good. You walk by the sidewalk here up to the house, and you always smell this society garlic. It has that garlicky smell to it. A couple of blackberry plants I planted up close to the house just for the fun of it, that as a kind of an experiment. They're doing good. Hopefully next year we'll have blackberries. My zebra grass is looking good. It takes about all summer to get this tall, but it's and they kind of get shorter as I go around the corner here. It's doing good. There's always a little grave area there. I got some wild clover growing there I need to take care of, but some of the Mexican hats here I planted in front have grown up. Probably need to cut off some of those dead heads, see if they'll flower anymore, but they've done good there. And the roses are getting a little bit out of hand. Probably need to do some serious pruning this winter. So I think I may lay off the garden this winter and try to, when I get this house finished, try to concentrate on maybe doing a little maintenance that I kind of put off. But anyway, so let's get out of here. Let's go towards the main garden area. Of course, I can't remember the names of all these plants. I guess that's what happens when you get older, but these purple flowers have really done well. They spread a lot more than I thought they would, so it's another maintenance issue. You got to keep them cut back a little bit, or they'll, I guess, take over. But they're doing well. There's another. I kind of got crazy. I went to saw this guy up, and I saw him on Craigslist. He had these for sale. Of course, they were just little 6-inch plants last winter, and he said just stick them in the ground, and I did, and they have really grown up. There's another one over here. That's more like the size I'd like to see them stay, but I guess he'll get bigger too. But the Russian sage is looking all right. So things are looking good. Pomegranate, I've never had a pomegranate yet, but it's done pretty good. These late rains have done good. Help me out here. Here's a fig tree. I've just had a couple of figs. Got one here maybe ready. That one's, let me see if I can get in here. That one's getting close. My problem with is, I don't know can't remember this type of fig, but they keep dying all the way down to the ground each winter, and then it takes so long for them to grow back that I just don't get very many figs. I guess I'm doing something wrong. I'll have to check into that. And then my old plum tree, just had a couple plums this year. Hopefully next year will be a better year for that. I'm looking forward to it. Back over here in the blackberry jungle, another area where I'm going to do some maintenance this year. I'm getting some wild grasses growing up in there, some trees trying to grow up oak trees and pecan trees. So I really need to do a lot of work in there this winter. Okay, here we go. Now, my sunflowers have had their day. I've got to get these heads out and throw them to the chickens. But I mean, it's growing. It's still growing. I mean, I haven't done nothing to it, and really hadn't paid much attention to it. I know my wife's come out here a couple times and picked some things, and my son-in-law, and I did collect some peppers for my wife and some zucchini. I made some zucchini bread last night. So, but all these peppers, I need to get in here and pick these. They're not very big. But I do like to can jalapenos. I need to get in here and get these picked pretty soon. I need to take 2 or 3 days off from working on that house and just do maintenance out here in this garden. Because there's so many of them I need to go ahead and pick before they go bad. But it's amazing. This tomato area here is just taken over. Not a lot of tomatoes. You know, we're coming off this heat, getting tons of blooms. This cooler weather, I wouldn't say cooler weather, back in the 80s again, we might be able to get some more tomatoes. I mean, they've taken over my path here. I picked some of these peppers here last night for my wife. To make some stuffed pepper. Of course, the ones I picked were bigger than that, but so I mean, I hadn't even paid any attention to any of this stuff. I've got 2 zucchini plants that have made it all year, and yeah, I made zucchini bread out of one of them last night. Picked a couple out of here, but yes, 2 plants have survived all year. Somehow the squash borer, there's another zucchini down in there. The squash borers have missed these 2, and the squash bugs and cucumber beetles they've survived all this. So I mean, they look a little rough. I've been eating on and everything else, but they're still hanging in there. There's an old pepper plant that I have not paid much attention to. But there's peppers on it. I guess I need to get in there and pick those. My asparagus bed, I just let it grow after a while, and it's doing well. So should have good asparagus again next year. Here's something I'm really kind of sad. I kind of just forgot about my muscadine grapes, and I think they've all dried up. So no jelly this year. I've got to expand this. I've got to take this, and I got little trees growing up in here I'm going to have to do something with. I need to expand that over this area here, you know, wider, and for those grapevines to have more room to grow. I need to spread this hay. Still got these gourds hanging around here, but I need to spread this hay out and get rid of it and expand this grape trellis this direction, so they'll have more room to grow in. Like I said, a lot of garden maintenance I need to do this winter. These vine peaches, you know, I grow them mainly, well, they grow themselves. I don't grow them, they just come up for the chickens. I have come out here and got some of those from time to time for the chickens. But some things are looking good, some things are really out of control. There's some more peppers, these pepperoncini peppers. I mean, they just, boy, I need to get in there and do something. I don't know what to do. Oh, here's this crazy, they call it a spinach. It's not really a spinach, but it kind of tastes like spinach. It's just taken over and climbed with that trellis. So, oh my goodness, I'll probably have this stuff here for the end of time. It'll just keep coming back each year. Yeah, my goodness. I did eat some pears this year. That's a tough fruit to know when to pick and how to get it right. But I did have some pears this year. Blueberries. I had a good blueberry year for my little container blueberries. They're looking a little rough right now, but hopefully I can. They'll survive for another year. Got this crazy vine that keeps growing up everywhere. I don't even know how to get rid of this stuff. Anyway, plenty of fire ants. If I could raise fire ants for money, I'd be a millionaire. The old Seminole squash vine finally took off. I bragged on it the first of the year. It didn't do much, but now here right at the end, it's going crazy. So I'm waiting to see. It's like there's one right there, and that'd be about a perfect size to go in there and eat as a zucchini right there. It's finally coming on. All my bell peppers here are about falling over, but I did pick up. There's several of them peppers on here. I need to get back out here. My tomato vines have grown just everywhere. I think these peach trees have gotten so big here that I think I'm going to give up on this bed here for next year. I don't know about my son's situation, how much sun I'm going to get here in coming years. But I may give up on this area and just let the peach trees and the blackberry bushes have this area. We'll see. I don't know. My comfrey, of course, has done well. There's some kind of wild, not really wild tomatoes, but I just threw some plants down around this plum pear tree this year, and that's so dense in there that my wife's afraid to go in there because of snakes. But anyway, it's what happens when you don't maintain things. They just go everywhere. So, but I think part of it is they've done so well. Let's face it, I haven't done anything with them for at least 2 months. I think it's because these wood chips. I spread all these wood chips down this year, and I think they retained the soil good, and retained the moisture in the soil. And so during those dry periods when I wasn't out here watering them or anything, they just they flourished. They stayed alive. So I'll have to give a thumbs up to the wood chips. Now we'll go here to the other side. Of course, this dumb gourd. You can't get rid of this thing. Look how big that sucker is. A jujube tree. I got plenty of jujubes. My son-in-law ate some the other day. He somewhat enjoyed them. Okra, as you see, I've kind of let it go over on this side. It's I need to get in here and cut some of these big ones off, or at least maybe save some of them for seed. But yeah, these gourds, I think when they start popping up next year, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of them pretty quick. My little German plum tree survived this year. I thought he was dead last year. Now here's some of that Seminole squash. Look at that right there. There you go. This pumpkin vine, watermelon vine over there. I grew several watermelons. One of them, I was out here the other day looking, and I was coming down the road, and I looked and I saw a watermelon over there, so I went and got it. Of course, I dropped it on the way to the house and busted it. But anyway, we got gourd plant. He's climbing up the apple tree. So anyway, did have apples this year, which surprised me. But so, you know, all in all, stuff's still growing. It survived the summer, survived my neglect. My little peach trees, so these things here were just little video things. And then look at this year. I think a lot of it has to do with this wood chips. I think that wood chips really helps keep the soil cooler, and it really helps these. These are peach trees I bought at Lowe's that at the end of the year last year that were all pathetic looking, and they had them marked down to get rid of them. I bought them, and they've done good. What are they now? 8-10 feet tall. And then this little rascal here, he was really pathetic. I don't even know why I paid the money for him. He's surviving. Little peach tree, and here's a couple more. So everything's gone good here. Hopefully, I keep saying, you know, one of the things I wanted to grow was peach trees and peaches. But I got beautiful trees, just don't got no peaches. So, but here's my blackberries. They've done well. They're spreading out, doing good. Down that row. Down this row, I've got some Dallas grass there I need to get rid of. But they're doing good. I think I need to come in here and weed, no more maintenance, you know. Some stuff starting to grow in through this wood chips. A lot of little trees, some more grasses. I need to take care of that. And there's this crazy weed this vine I can't keep under control. But there's the ducks, chickens. Everybody's out this morning. All my ducks started laying eggs. I can get almost a dozen eggs a day from the ducks. I know that'll probably slow down here when it gets cooler. Chickens will slow down a little bit on egg production. I might need to add some more young ones to the flock here. But besides the ducks just messing up the water all the time, they're doing their thing. That's all I can say. They're doing their thing. I'll put fresh water out there, and it'll have to be a mud hole. And guess where they go? They go right to the mud hole first. But anyway, guess that's a duck. I'm thinking about next spring. I'm gonna get rid of this crazy vine here. But anyway, is running my planting bed right up through the middle here. I'm maybe afraid that the blackberries may grow into the planting bed, but I can do something about that. But there won't be, a lot of height to them. So, like my peach trees, just overcome those planting areas. But this, I think, will be a good spot right here. I bought some woven weed fabric I see some people use on YouTube, Living Traditions Homestead. They do such a good job with that. I may try it right here. Scoot these wood chips back, bring me in some compost, and then plant me about a 60-foot row right through here. And try not to plant my things so close together like I did this year, but right through this area here, and see if I can't have a decent garden at least for a couple, 2-3 years. Try to keep the blackberries pushed back, and might be a good spot for it right here. Of course, I got more peach trees on this side, but that might be a good spot right there. So I'll try to bring some video of that. I know I haven't been very good on my video. I've been so tired. I'm working on that house that I've neglected the videos, and I apologize for that. But anyway, so that's kind of a look at the garden. Everything's green, everything's growing. In spite of my neglect, But I need to do a lot of work out here this winter, and get this thing back to the way it was, and so we can have another good garden next year. Let's go over and take a look at that road. I mean that driveway I was telling y'all about. I showed y'all earlier video. They were tearing it up. It only took them about 6 hours. Let's walk through here. It took them about 6 hours to, or less, to finish this driveway. And it was the less expensive alternative. I couldn't afford a cement concrete driveway. I couldn't afford a hot, I'll call a hot mix asphalt driveway. So I went with a recycled asphalt. And for the first time since I've lived here, you can actually drive in, drive down this lane, and actually turn into your garage on a regular, just on a driveway. So that's a winner, man. That makes such a difference. Who wants to buy a house where you gotta drive in the dirt and the mud and the grass and to get to your garage? I don't think most people do. Some might. I could have gone with rock, I guess, maybe. But I like this. I like this alternative. So I think it's a winner. I had them get rid of this. They had cement around here as a border for a parking area. I'm going to get in here and smooth this out. I had them popped all that off. They did. I'm going to have them smooth this out. Bought some rice seed. I'm going to try to plant this. I know there's a lot of little rock in it. I can do the best I can to get rid of some of that and turn this back into a grass area. So it'll be a yard, nice yard coming right up to the driveway. And I think that'll be a good selling point. And then this front sidewalk, I don't know what I'm going to do here. If you want to buy a nice house, I don't think you want a sidewalk that's all cracked and dips down. And so I got to figure out what I want to do here. And see, this thing is slanted. It's pitching one direction. So I really need to replace this somehow with something. Maybe flagstone, maybe something like that. I'm not sure. But anyway, so things are working up. I've got some fella coming over to help me with the replacing of rotten wood, painting, caulking, putting on some gutters. So that'll be happening hopefully next week. So anyway, things are looking up there. So all in all, the garden has survived. Look at this little area over here. It's I think I'm just gonna let this set for this year. I go to the store and I see the broccoli and the cauliflower and the plants ready for fall garden, winter garden. It's hard for me not to buy them and plant them. But I think this year I need to just let everything kind of set over the winter. Just do maintenance. My rose bushes need to be cut back a little bit. This purple plant over here needs to be cut back. The milkweed did good, and that's supposed to be a perennial. So I can't wait for that to come back next year and fill this in little area here. I got my cone flowers, did pretty good. Right along here. They're looking nice. Hopefully they'll expand next year. This grass right here, it gets about 3-4 feet tall, then it just falls down. So I don't know. I really don't like that. I cut it back to the ground during the winter. It comes up, and then it gets, like I said, about 3-4 feet tall, and it falls down. So I don't know about that. This cucumber plant here, I mean, I had cucumbers getting so big and going yellow that I just ran out of time, but I guess it's about done. But it lasted quite a while. I got a rose bush here that's dying on me. I guess I'll have to jerk that out this year, which is unusual. But we'll jerk that out. But it's gonna be a year of gonna be a winter of maintenance. So I appreciate y'all watching. And I know it's kind of a long and rambling video. I have let things get ahead of me here a little bit, and I'm trying to catch up. But hopefully this house will be finished pretty soon, and then I can start back concentrating on the garden and on my Mustang in the garage, and get back to normality around here. So thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Try to get more videos out, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.